G'day, it's Joy, and I am a warrior, except when it comes to needles, and then not so much at all. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to the people who sent me love and held space at 9:30 this morning when I went and got my blood drawn. The next level of what's going on in the jaw involves finding out what's going on in the body. So yes, I'm marching forward. And my friend Greta helped calm me down a bit before I went in, but I got in there, I was shaking. And here's the thing that helped me. There was this little girl in the waiting room as well. The waiting room was quite full, but this little girl looked more scared than me. So I sat down next to her, gave her a joy generator, because I have these made. I've just got these lovely fresh ones after the full moon, and so they're exuding joy. She didn't speak English, so, and her whole, like, she was just how I felt. And so I just started really gently toning into the space, and just quietly, not disturbing anybody, just putting an underlying tone of comfort. And nobody said anything, but I felt better. The little girl felt better. And I realised, yeah, it's always a good idea when I'm like, to find somebody to help. Does it work for you too? I bet it does. So then I get called up and I go in and the nurse is like, well, let's just say that she's the only nurse, the only blood drawing, the only one at the reception, the only person in the place, and it's full. And she's a bit snippy. I don't want her to be a bit snippy, so I give her a joy generator. Hi. And I ask, I'm going to tune this just for you. What do the people who come in here most need? And she said, comfort. So I tuned and toned the card and filled the room with the energy of deep comfort. And then I sat in the comfort. And this did really good. It ran out of blood though, and giving me an opportunity to balance it up over here. So now my blood's drawn, I just have to wait for the results. 3 days, and I'll find out a bit more about what's going on in my body. It's always good to have baseline tests, I think. I like the before and afters of the medical miracles that I've achieved despite all odds. And I like the idea that I brought comfort to a blood drawing laboratory where everybody needs a bit of comfort. So that's how my morning went. Thank everybody so much for playing a part in that. Oh, still not a fan of needles, but you know what? Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was pretty good, actually. She was good.